You know, look at who we have on the Smash Bros. Roster. We have 89 different characters to choose from. Guys with big swords, guys with small swords, and guys with tails that do way too much damage. I'm looking at you, Yoshi and Fox. But you know what else we have? We have a small guy with boxing gloves with the worst recovery ever seen in this entire game. Why Sakurai made his recovery so bad is honestly beyond me. But you know what? Despite his tiny gloves, he still has got a lot to show off. So let's get into why the boxer from the Bronx is not that terrible. Have you ever seen his forward smash? Holy shit, it's actually the stupidest thing in his entire arsenal. Actually, scratch that. Every part of his attacking game is completely busted. Not only do his smash attacks hit like a goddamn car, but they also allow you to just blow through whatever attack that you want to, causing the bullshit to ensue. They are fast, deadly, and invincible, which is kind of a massive problem for your opponent since their goal is to, hit you. While his aerials might be hot dog shit, doing negative damage and borderline doing no knockback, you want to know what does do damage? His haymaker. When I tell you this is the best thing in his neutral game, allowing him to hit a massive swing on his opponents, dealing insane damage, and showing your opponents that a little guy with boxing gloves is someone not to be messed with. Another thing that you probably haven't thought of is, have you heard of Little Mac's counter? Because holy is it good. It single-handedly takes Little Mac's recovery from terrible to somewhat decently good. The thing about his counter is not only does it hit hard just like his other moves, but also sends Little Mac flying forward, taking pressure from your opponent off your recovery, and makes your opponent think about whether they really want to edge guard you. And if they do get a little too greedy, I promise you they will be punished with the biggest and meatiest uppercut that your opponent has ever seen. Go back to your game, Captain Falcon. You're going to need a much better physique before you even try to match my punches. You know, in a game with dragons and guys with swords the size of their goddamn body, I feel like they had to balance out the only normal guy with strength compared to gorillas. Honestly, smart move on Nintendo, because by God, can you imagine this character without his strength? Dude would be completely non-viable, so thank you, Sakurai. Speaking of thanking Nintendo, I have one thing I would love to thank them for. And of course I'm talking about Little Mac's greatest move, his KO punch. Remember when I said the counter was the best uppercut in his arsenal? Well, I definitely lied, because holy shit, this move is one of the greatest comeback moves of the century, and the best fuck you to an actually skilled player. It kills ridiculously early, it can be comboed into, solidifying a free kill, and for anyone who is above 25%, they might need to get a final prayer in before you launch them to the fucking moon. The best part about this move is you can be up 90%, and as soon as you get this, you can clench up and just let that shit rip. Now I guarantee a controller just flew out of this guy's nearest window. Now, go to Elite Smash and tell me, how many Falcons do you get on the game? I guarantee you'll say between 1 and 0. Whether you get 1 or a million, let's have a prayer for this Falcon who's about to get launched into the sky and spread its wings like a bird. And if you don't take anything from this video, the one thing I want you to take away from this is to spam the ever-loving shit out of your smash attacks, because they work. They will work over and over and over again, and you know why? Because they're janky as hell. Oh, look at this Ryu thinking he's from the right fighting game. Guess what? You can go back to your own, because you do not belong here. Someone must have heard one of the best Little Macs was playing online and wanted to test his skill against him. What I have to say to that is, better luck next time, bud. Oh, look at this Little Mac trying to redeem himself. Take this haymaker straight to the face. That's about it for Little Mac. I mean, what else can I really say about him? He hits hard, moves fast, has a shitty recovery unless you know how to use him, and is overall pretty fun to make people mad with. Now, I've actually saved my greatest piece of wisdom for this character to the last part of the video. If you are ever matched against a Jigglypuff, from me to you, say your prayers, because you're fucked. Anyways, make sure to punch that like button on your way out, fam.